short of the first down. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's ball. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a fourth down conversion.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on fourth down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. He believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
Can't hold on in the face of the contact. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results oriented. They have lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here. You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On third down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the first down.
Out wide left, it's Singleton. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Turning it on! They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Got it behind the line. It's Pryor. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
And that's a nice job by the offense, man. I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Just a gain of 2, and now they're looking at 3rd and 8. This is certainly one way to play great defense. Just play keep away with your offense. This drive will not end. 3rd down, cut. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early. Running to the left. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They'll move the tight end. Selling the fake. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Taking it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, how about the rough starts for these offense? 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early, first drives to get something going, both of them turning over to the other team. Let's see which one can get settled in first.
Hey, put the brakes on it.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. Across the 25. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Straight ahead, it's ball. Hard running there. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a...
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Gators!
Nice pitch and catch. This receiver and quarterback have done this thousands of times. Finds the open man, throws a strike. The receiver does the rest, gets into the end zone.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. From inside the 10, here he comes. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's Daniels. Going downfield for the big play. Makes the grab down the middle. Electrifying play, and man, are they set up now at the 32-yard line.
I love the job by the quarterback there holding the safety. They were in cover 2 in a zone coverage. And you've got a receiver on the outside running the fly route down the sideline. But the only way you're going to be able to get it there is if you can hold and freeze that safety for just a split second to give yourself the real estate to fit that football into. Really nice job by the QB.
Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
To the ground, he's got it again. All over him immediately. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
Firing to the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. Fielded in the end zone. It's Abrams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. The play fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Fires to the right. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
Guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense.
He's loose on the left. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida State. On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. The returner will field it and try to do some business. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. Still looking. He throws one to the left. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And that's going to be a tough throw for the quarterback to make, right? He's right-handed, he's rolling to his left, and that throw is going way down the field. So he's not going to be able to get all the velocity he wants. He didn't have the accuracy either, and that's a bad combination, and that's a big part of why that ball was intercepted.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Tells the run, wants to pass. Still looking to his right. There he goes. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. This rivalry only dates back to the late 50s, but what it might lack in long-term history, it more than makes up for in disdain, guys.
Well, this game certainly doesn't have the longevity historically that a lot of other rivalries have in college football, but this game always means so much. It impacts the conference championship race, the national championship race, and the Heisman Trophy race.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. The fake wants to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
What a disappointment. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but he left some points off the scoreboard there.
Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up 1 on the play.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They are going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
They'll give it to Ball. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going up top. Left side, it's Mays. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Gets the back moving. 2nd down, gonna throw it. The short hands, it's Mays. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
And I think with Florida, man, it's all about the quarterback position. When it was rolling at its peak, right, it was Jesse Palmer and Tim Tebow. That guy was pretty good too. But, like, finding that guy that can make the plays. I think bringing in Buster Faulkner is a big deal. They'll have a great offensive identity. But Palmer, Florida's good when they got the trigger.
Well, the good news is they didn't have to leave the U.S. border to find the next guy like they did way back in the day. But you're right. I think Buster Faulkner really is the key. I thought one of the big moves for John Sumrall in the offseason was bringing in Faulkner as his offensive coordinator. One of the most difficult coordinators to defend. You ask any D coordinator in the country, and he always seems to get the best out of his quarterback. So they had a guy in DJ Lagway. They had really high hopes. Things didn't work out. He moves on to Baylor. But this is a critical spot. How quickly this new quarterback can get on the same page as his play caller, that's critical for their success.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Ball.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Rush right in his face. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up 1 on the play.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground. But this defense
caught. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
And we always go back and we look like, what was the play of the game? Those moments that were so big, that was huge for this offense, man. Already trailing in the football game, 3rd down and long situation to get that conversion and now get 1st and goal. A chance to cut into this lead. Really nice, big, opportunistic, timely play for this offense.
If If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Touchdown, Gators! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he tacks on the extra point. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He gets a block. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Give to the back. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on third down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. Looking to pass, it's Daniels. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
Fourth down and inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it. Snaps it, and he has to have it. He's got it, first down and more. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Noles have it with a 1st and 10. Booster. Motion from the wide receiver. Making the adjustment. Wants to throw on 1st. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Florida State. And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. It's ball. Oh, he's got some space. After that big game, maybe no longer content to just run the ball and go to the locker room. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Fresh center down's going to the air. He's going for a big play downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Listen, end of the first half, that's exactly what you want to do. You don't care about the incompletion. You're chucking that thing up, trying to make a big play, trying to get the Hail Mary.
Unloads to the right. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye that full Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 9 team, the Michigan Wolverines. And it's the Buckeyes who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today. They win their second straight game and talk about doing it in style. That margin of victory is a head-turner.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field.
Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Gonna take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Changing the routes with his receivers. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And it slips just inside that right upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking for a crease. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Nine-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Now on first and 10 from the 27. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Right down the middle. That's caught. It's Wiles. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
That's a really good-looking throw there. And I think about back in my day playing for the Gators, we were known as having this high-octane passing attack with Steve Spurrier, but every time we played the Seminoles and Chris Wenke, who, of course, would go on to win a Heisman Trophy, we knew that we were going to have to be executing at a high level. This guy right here, when he gets going and he gets into a groove, he just does not miss. He is able to light up the scoreboard for the Seminoles.
Drops back on first down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position, they located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Wants to go up top on second down. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Second down coming up. Sends it back in motion. Second down, gonna throw it. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% in a season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Unloads it downfield. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
On the return. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Rush is on. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
He could go off. Oh, man, really? Coughing it up? Looked like he was going to do some damage, take that thing back to the house, and instead he coughs it up and gives it to the other team.
The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. To the air, it's Daniels. He rifles one deep down the right side. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. He spins that thing down the middle. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Punt is on its way. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Out wide right, it's ball. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Unloads to the wideout. Oh, sticks that big mid up there and grabs it. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
2 hands is coached. You know, 1 hand optional. What a great one-handed stat.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Right side, it's ball. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Touchdown, Florida. They take the lead with the 6.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They want to run it left here. Can't get him to the ground. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. He's now up to 71 yards on the ground, and he is well within striking distance of a 1,200-yard rushing season. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Right back to the well. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. And the Seminoles want to pick up the tempo.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. The give. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They'll ride him again. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Sells to fake. Look out! On the move and looking. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Wide receiver going in motion. Got to make the play on 4th. Oh, pressure's coming. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And that's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he can really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
That pass is incomplete. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Handoff for Ball. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the first down. The Gators decide to punt it away. He can get this one up in the wind. It ought to carry for a while. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain.
And that was almost a huge mistake by special teams. On the punt return, fumbling the football. They are so lucky that they jumped on that ball and that their offense is now going to take the field, because that could have been disastrous.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. And now, deep in the fourth quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They give it to him again. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. He's up to 94 yards rushing, and he is a virtual lock to have a 1,200-yard season. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The give to the left. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He's changing the play. Snaps on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. Converts on 4th down. Is still on his feet. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Seminoles are flying down the field. Looking for running room. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Right back to the well. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Nothing doing on that play, and the clock will stop for the 2-minute timeout. So the defense trying to maximize their clock management. They use the timeout here, and the 2-minute stoppage is coming. Going to work in the red zone. They can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Running to the left. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. When you're trying to protect a lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. And the Seminoles will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Stepping to the right. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage. And you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistent.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll move the wide receiver. Sets his feet. It's Daniels. Fires into the end zone. Fires into the end zone. Incomplete.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Noles! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got makers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
Setting up for the PAT, and when it gets this late, every point matters. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Looking for blockers. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And that's a good job by this defense. The 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating, and you know they want to push the ball down the field, but a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all across the board.
Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on 1st. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Looking to throw again. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
Third and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. Better get rid of this one quick.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Out wide right, it's Brown. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Yeah, and this offense knows what it's like. This is the 2-minute drill. We got to keep the pedal to the floor. Nice job getting the first down.
They'll run out of the gun with Jaden Ball.
And this offense has got to get somewhere. Man, that's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, yeah, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
Out wide left, it's Singleton. Timeout now called by the Gators. That's their last one. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Breaks into the open. The 20.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Quarterback keeper. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On the move. He cannot get it in, a mere inches away from pay dirt. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Ball. Touchdown, Florida! And they've moved out front here in the fourth. His third touchdown of the game. That's almost half of his total as he now has 7 on the year.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
And he made the extra point without problem. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Going for it all. Makes a deep grab. Touchdown Seminoles. They move on top here in the fourth. And this dude is spinning flaming cutting apart this defense.
We're going to have Noel Nation doing the chop, getting excited, getting jacked up about this guy, because this is the kind of day that starts to bring even more momentum to this spot. Now you got a quarterback that you can really trust.